What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Being Big here, and we are back at it again with two boys suck Narutoes.
Mine was about to default back to Two Boys One Piece for some reason.
Yeah, man, we taking it old school real quick.
I know we haven't done this.
No, we were like,
for like half a year.
we were like, hey, yeah. We're getting so off track right off the cut, but we were like,
oh
yeah, what if in the end, possibly like 5-10 chapters, because we really thought
and look at where we are now. We might be in the final arcs now.
We might be in the final act now. Yeah, I don't. Wow. Well,
at least another 20 chapters. I'm feeling.
Oh my god. Next year. Anyways, we're back.
Back to Naruto.
We're doing the 5 Kage Summit, all the way to some shit later. I don't
know. Yeah, a little after stuff, but for the most part, it's the 5 Kage Summit.
Yeah, this arc. Ooh, this arc hype. Also, my first arc. Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, what an interesting place to start Naruto.
Oh yeah, come on, bro. You already know what's going on. Except I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't know anything what was going on. This is like such a context heavy arc. I feel
this is such a context heavy arc. But I was just like, damn, they kind of fighting though. They kind of throwing hands.
Kind of throwing hands.
Specifically when Sasuke shows up, and then the Danzo fight. And then the fight the game made up, like
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so funny.
Damn. But yeah, we ended off paying the village rebuilding.
Yep, Yamato fucking working his ass off. You know it.
Y'all gonna work it extra overtime? Overtime? Man clocking in his Hashirama sales.
God.
Bro, imagine if that guy got a Sharingan. I just we're gonna talk about that later, but like, holy fuck, cause that man's got full control of the Hashirama cells, man. That man just is basically his grandchild.
True. Not even technically his grandchild. He's just a clone, basically.
That's funny, cause if Tsunade had the Sharingan, technically she should be. Oh, but she doesn't have the. She didn't inherit the Kekai Genkai. Yeah, that's right. Alright, well, whatever. So, last time we left off, yeah, the village was being rebuilt, and the Raikage had called a summit because his brother got folded by Sasuke. And he was like, nah, we need it. We need to talk about this. It's gone too far.
Yeah.
And then he sends his homies to the village hidden in the leaves. I forget who did he send, like B? No, C
and
the girl, and then the other one.
I think the girl's name is Atsui.
It's maybe I think you're right about it. I don't remember her name.
I think it is Atsui, and she has fire powers.
Yeah, they show up and learn nothing though. Like, this doesn't really amount to much other than the fact that they kicked the shit out of Naruto. Mm-hmm. Like, they absolutely beat the dog shit out of him.
Yeah.
And because he just lets him because he doesn't want to sell out Sasuke.
Yeah. It's Team Samui. It's Atsui and Samui.
Oh my god! What the?
Yep. Fucking.
What a name,
Cloud
bro!
Village naming scheme. I gotta get a little more creative, dude.
Atsui Samui, like who's out here?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, this leads Sai to be a bitch. Not really, but like kinda. And he's like, "Damn, Sakura, you kind of be putting too much burden onto Naruto's shoulders, bruh."
Yeah, Naruto is really trying to make you happy by bringing Sasuke back.
And I'm like,
because it was your goal that he promised you.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, Sai, you really think Naruto's that much of a simp?
Yeah.
Like, he's basically over Sakura at this point, I feel like.
I feel like so.
Like, he hasn't thought about her in that way since part 1. Like, he hasn't had those Sakura thoughts that he used to have since part 1.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like there's a little hints every once in a while, but
Yeah.
like it's pretty much over.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, he understands. He's like, yeah, I care about her, but like, yeah, regardless. And then so he's like, all right, we're heading out. Don't tell Donzo. Meanwhile, Donzo's like, all right, in order to make the Jonin approve me, I gotta just make the other Kages approve me.
Yeah.
Because he has, yeah, all the Jonin in the village have to accept him before he's officially the sixth Hokage. So he's just gonna go to the summit, be like, yeah, I'm the sixth Hokage, and then the Jonin can't do shit at that point.
Yeah.
If the other Kage already.
If the other Kage accept him.
Yeah.
But
So that's the plan. We find out that he has a Sharingan.
yep, he does. He does. There's a dude that tries to assassinate his ass, and he's like, his bodyguards are like, "We'll take care of him for you." And he's like, "Nah, I gotta warm up."
Yeah, I gotta warm up, man, real quick. Let me just yeah.
Just fucking bodies this man.
And then yeah, they all head out. They all head out towards the summit. Everybody, Naruto. It's Naruto, Yamato, Kakashi. And then Sakura and the gang. I don't know who. I don't remember who was with her. Kiba. So they don't matter.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like a whole Sakura has her own squad.
Yeah. And then Danzo, of course.
Mm-hmm. Naruto's, I think, is actually being like, he's like told not to go. He's like having the truth hidden from him. I'm pretty sure.
No, but he goes anyways. No, because he goes and he talks to the Raikage before the summit starts. Like he catches the Raikage in the land of
yeah, no,
Iron.
he was going through.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah. He catches the Raikage and then he's like, hey. Hey, oh, hey. Hey. Hey, can you forgive Sasuke, bro?
Can you not kill Sasuke?
And then the Raikage's like, hey, ninjas don't bow their head, bitch. And then he just walks away, and then Kakashi's like, hey, you should, like, this man, you should listen to this man. And then the Raikage's like, damn, these ninjas are a bit different. I don't Kakashi left an impression on him. I don't remember what Kakashi said, but Kakashi left an impression on him.
Yeah.
And then we meet the other Kages. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. We see everybody heading out. So we first see Gaara and his squad, you know, Kankuro and Tamari.
And then we finally, 500 chapters in, 400 chapters in, meet the remaining two Kages. The Tsuchikage, Onoki, and the Mizukage, Kiragaku. Oh, I don't remember her name. Mei. No? Mei? Is it Mei?
What is her name?
I think it is Mei. Like Mei from Overwatch.
I don't know. She doesn't. I wonder what's her name? I don't know.
I think it's Mei. I don't remember, but they're off.
Her name doesn't get told.
I don't think it does. I think you're right. They all kind of just refer to each other by their Kage names.
Yeah.
Mizukage. Also, the Five Shadows. The Five Shadow Summit.
The Five Shadows.
What
is her name?
It's alright, man. Let's move on.
It is May.
I see. I told you.
Got it.
Alright, and then we all meet up in the Land of Iron. The Land of Iron being a land of samurai, not a land of ninja.
Yeah, kind of a neutral land. Kind of wintry.
It is wintry. It is snowy there.
Yeah, there's just this like giant ass like rock formation that's the samurai fortress that they're having the
meeting in.
And
like
cool.
Mifune, the leader of the Land of Iron, he's the sort of moderator, I would say is the right word.
Yeah, he's like I'm a neutral party.
He's a neutral party. He's just sort of.
I'll oversee this meeting for you guys.
Just sort of there to be like the voice of reason, not in anybody's favor.
Yeah.
And so they're all kind of vibing. They're all like, we need to find out, like, fucking the Akatsuki are out of hand. We need an alliance. We might need to form an alliance because like they ain't playing out here.
Yeah, the main like talk of this is just the Akatsuki. They're like,
They got some. They got that. They got my brother, the Eight Tails, Sasuke Uchiha,
yep.
body them.
Um, there's a lot of like blame pushing. It's like, uh, you
Oh
guys,
yeah,
the Akatsuki was created in your
yeah.
land,
In the
so
land of
obviously you guys
waves,
are kind of
not the land
like,
of waves. The land
you
hidden
guys
in the
better
mist.
do something about it. There's a lot of that. It's like one of your members comes from this.
Yeah,
One of their
that's
members comes
they
from
Dara is
here.
from the Stone Village,
Yeah.
and then Gar's like, "Listen, guys, just chill out for a second, alright, boomers." Basically, he's like, y'all old as fuck. You need to chill. And then they're like, alright, if we're gonna do this, one of us needs to lead. And then Mifune's like, I volunteer Donzo.
I volunteer Donzo
And not
because
even like, yeah, not even 5 seconds later, what did the who was it, the Mizukage guard?
I think it was the Misukage's guard. He has a
He has a Byakugan.
yeah.
And he's like,
He
I recognize
took
that eye.
yeah, I recognize that eye. That's
I fought that man once
Uchiha's
before.
Shusui's eye.
Hey,
What?
Donzo can't be trusted. His Mangekyo is like complete like hypnosis. Like,
Like
not,
he can suggest something to somebody and like they won't even know they've been
yeah,
like affected.
they just think they're like, that's kind of busted. Just being able
It
to
is
like basically
honestly
mind
busted.
control, but without them realizing they're being mind controlled. Like,
Yeah, like they feel completely normal. But then they're like, yeah, no, it's like, so Donzo basically elects himself as the leader of the Shinobi Alliance, which they're trying to form.
yeah.
Um, and that's I put the pieces together. That's also probably what he did back with the.
Oh, you. Oh my
Didn't think about
God!
that.
During the fucking Kage, during
Yeah, during
the whole
with the
Kage,
daimyo
this daimyo. Oh my God! Cause like they were all on board with Kakashi being
with
the 6
Kakashi,
Kage, and then he
and
was
then
just like,
all of a sudden they're just like, nah, I like Donzo.
and then he's like, yeah, I liked myself, and they were like, all right, you know what? All right.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's I'm
Even
like
yeah,
that's
even Chicago didn't even fight it, and he's the one who suggested Kakashi.
yeah,
That's kind of hype. Look.
yeah, I know.
Oh shit. Anyways, yeah, they started kind of fighting over Donzo, and then Sasuke shows up. So fucking the Raikage's like, "Oh, I'm time to clap."
Time to go. Or actually, first of all, a Zetsu, which I think we figured we see that Zetsu is actually two people. He kind of
Yeah, he's a
splits.
black and white Zetsu.
Black and white Zetsu.
Yeah,
White
white
Zetsu
Zetsu.
shows up in the middle of the meeting,
Yeah.
and he's like, uh, Sasuke's here. He's about to kill your asses, and then Raikage just grabs him by the throat. He's like, like, tell me what's going on.
And then he snaps his neck.
And he snaps his neck before he even gets a chance to respond.
Oh my God.
It's such a funny battle.
She was crazy. And then he goes to clap Sasuke in a pretty hype fight. Sasuke pulls out
Yeah,
incomplete Susanoo, Matarasu. Yeah, fucking
yeah. He hits the Raikage with the
Matarasu.
Dematerasu, and then this man just cuts
Cuts
his
his
arm
arm
off.
off. He's like, yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, bro.
And then Gaara shows up and steps in, and he's like, Sasuke, I was in the darkness. You can make your way out like I did. And then Sasuke's like, I've closed my eyes to the light. Don't ask me why I remember those lines very well. I just do.
Edgy ass Sasuke, bro.
I've closed my eyes to the light.
Hatred's the only thing I believe in.
But then Sasuke has to run away.
Yeah, no, because he's not taking the Raikage.
Yeah. All he wants to do is kill Danzo right now. Like, he does not give a fuck about the other Kages.
Yeah.
And so he makes it to the main room, and then like Mizukage and the Tsuchikage are still there, and then the Tsuchikage's like, "What's this? Particle style."
Sasuke just pops up in the Kage meet room, we get to see that the Mizukage can use lava jutsu, which
Yeah,
is
she can.
like water, earth, and fire
Yeah,
natures. 'Cause she has
elements.
three
Yeah.
of them. Um, which is kind of cool. So she seals off the entrance, so this man like can't escape. and then Onoki just hits him with the.
Yeah.
and then Sasuke's just gone.
And
He's
he's
like,
like,
they're like, where did Sasuke go? And he's like, I've erased him
I've erased him.
at the
I'm
atomic
at the
level.
atomic level. And this man can also fly for some reason.
Particle style, I guess.
I know, I don't know.
I'm guessing that's what it is.
I guess, I don't know.
Nobody else can like just straight up fly.
No, he's the only person in like in like the series who could just. I think his attendants can fly too, but like
Hmm.
I don't
But
know.
then it's
Well,
revealed that somebody grabbed Sasuke.
Toby
Can't
shows
remember
up.
who.
But before Toby shows up, he shows up at Naruto's crib, and by crib I mean an inn. Uh,
Oh yeah.
And Toby's like, "You inherited the will of fire, while Sasuke has inherited the will of the Uchiha." And then
Yeah, it kind of explains the whole backstory to Naruto.
Yeah.
About the will of the Uchiha and Madara and Hashirama and everything like that. The Senjus and whatever.
Yeah. Senju clan, by the way. Senju clan.
The two wills of the Sage of the Six Paths, and I'm like, didn't need this.
Yeah, this is it was a little weird. We'll get more
Yeah,
into the Sage of Six Paths in a little bit, but like,
yeah. I mean, like,
kind of like,
this doesn't come up a lot after this. I feel like he just kind of mentions like, oh yeah, you got the will of the Senjus, and Sasuke's carrying the will of the Uchihas.
yeah.
You guys are destined to fight, and I'm like,
Again, it was the Destiny shit after Naruto.
I know.
Naruto and Neji fight looking kind of sweating right now.
No, that thing's like the morals of that fight are just underground already, 6 feet under. Bro. Every just chapter of Naruto after this just puts another shovel of dirt on that fight.
Naruto
Bro.
in that fight wins using the Nine Tails. And you're like, okay, alright, he kind of tamed it a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, it still doesn't undercut it all that much. And then the Toads show up and are like, Naruto, you are the child of destiny. Your fate has been prophesied for years even before you were born. Rip Neji, bro. Neji was right. Neji was actually right.
Bro. God.
I love that though. just makes that fight so funny every time I rewatch it.
It really does.
I've been waiting so long to talk about how that fight is so funny. But Toby saved Sasuke from the particle style and takes him to his he's got like a pocket dimension. That's where his teleportation thing can take him, and he takes Karen and Sasuke there real quick.
Yeah, and then he kind of drops him off at Danzo, doesn't he?
Yeah, he drops him off outside, but first, not before he gets in front of all the Kages and he's like,
no, yeah, that's he drops off Danzo, or no, no, you're right.
Yeah. And then he's like,
Yeah.
I'm declaring war against the ninja world. And then Onoki
explains his evil plan.
And Onoki's like, what you mean? What you can do? And he's like, I am Madara Uchiha. And then Onoki's like, oh fuck.
Oh.
All right, you can do that. That's crazy.
And then he reveals his plan, Operation Tsukinome.
I think so, yeah.
I think that's what it's called. Where he plans to resurrect the Ten Tails, and then project a Sharingan on the moon.
To trap everybody in an infinite Tsukiyomi.
Yeah.
Where they'll all just be sheep? They'll all just live in a dream world, essentially.
Yeah, he's going to trap everybody in a dream genjutsu, and so there'll be no war, no pain, anything. No suffering, but really, no free will.
No free will, yeah.
Which is like, I mean, that's one way to stop the wars, I guess. Stop world wars, I guess.
And then he's like, but you guys can handle over Killer Bee and Naruto unless you want to scrap. And then I'm like, oh, we gonna scrap. And so he declares war against them, and then he dips.
Yeah.
and then he takes Sasuke and Karen over to to where Danzo is.
To the bridge, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Donzo's trying to leave. Donzo's trying to head
Yeah,
out.
he's heading out. I mean, he already sort of now on the bad side of all the Kages because he hypnotized the neutral party.
Yeah. And they figured that shit out, so they're like, ah,
Yeah,
fuck this thing.
even Mifune was like, "Bro, I was leaning towards you anyways. You didn't even have to hit me with the Mangekyo like that."
Yeah, I know, bro. Now you just lost all my trust.
Yeah. Now we just
And
can't
so
trust you.
yeah, and then they elect the Raikage for the to be the actual like
Yeah,
leader.
the
I'm pretty
leader of
sure.
yeah, I mean it makes sense. Because the Raikage after clapping, he also found out that they don't have Killer Bee. Like Killer Bee escaped, and he's like, "Damn, my brother."
It's
just,
like, God
just
damn it.
damn it. And so he's chilled out, and so Mifune's like, "Well, now that he's chill, like he's kind of actually a good leader."
Yeah, no, I trust this man.
Yeah. And then, so do you want to talk
Um,
about the B fight, or the you just want to get done with Donzo and them?
I think we can talk about the B fight. I forget that this even
Yeah, it
happens.
happens in between. It's kind of weird. It's not that big of a fight. Like Kisame finds B, and then he's like, B's talking to like a poet writer, like some kind. I don't remember.
Yeah, he's just talking to this random like poet in the forest who we don't know. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
we don't, and we don't see him again after this either. So at least not yet.
Yeah.
And then B shows up, and Kisame shows up, and B's like, "Yo, you kind of ruining my flow, yo."
Yeah,
He's trying to
and so he
you kind of killing the vibe.
yeah, kind of killing the vibe, bro. So then he just starts to. I
Yeah,
mean,
they start fighting.
Killer Bee goes off.
Yeah, I mean, he goes fight. Kisame puts up a decent fight though. It's kind of
Yeah.
a Kisame. It's kind of a bad matchup, to be fair, because of
Yeah.
Samehada's ability, and then a Jinchuriki's chakra. So
Yeah. I mean, they hype up Kisame before this match, with some shit that we haven't even heard before about him. They call him the like,
the man was infinite chakra. Was it something like that?
no, they call him like they say he's on the level of a Biju when he
Oh
goes full out.
yeah. They do say that.
Yeah, he has a name. I think they call him like
The seven one. He's one of the seven swordsmen of the mist, but like I
he
don't
is. Yeah. He's what a name. Who names their kid Kisame, bro?
remember. I
Who
don't know.
names their kid that looks like a shark?
Bro,
Kisame.
imagine if your kid is born and he looks like a shark. I'm looking at the mother a different way. Like, this ain't my
Calling him
child.
calling him Shark Boy.
Shark Boy? Yeah, no, actually, Kisame's backstory is just Shark Boy's backstory. Man got lost at sea, and and they're raised by sharks, and he turned into a shark.
Literally, bro.
That's my headcanon now. That's just how it be.
They called him the tailless tailed beast.
Mm. Yeah, it's kind of whatever.
I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
it's whatever, dude.
He's not that strong.
I liked him a lot more. Just knowing, like, because I just knew about this until I watched the entire series back.
Hmm.
I liked him a lot more when I just saw this fight and I didn't have any other background information on him. Because he really doesn't do that much for the rest of the series.
He really doesn't. Um, he does. He puts up a pretty good
He
fight
puts
against.
up a good fight. He gets a good fight. He gets bodied though.
Yeah, yeah, no. Samehada just leaves him.
Yeah, he kind of
It's-
just betrays him.
Yeah, he's just like, damn, I like this guy's chakra more.
Yeah.
I'll stay with him. And then I mean, Kisame does this cool ass like big ass water bubble thing.
Yeah, and then he turns into more of a shark dude. It's kind of sick the way he looks.
Yeah, it is honestly a pretty cool fight. But then the Raikage shows
Yeah,
up.
the Raikage shows up, and then literally just like not 0.0 seconds after the Raikage shows up, he's like, "All right, brother," and then he's like, "I bet double lariat." He lobs this
Lariat.
man's head off.
Double lariat directly to this man's neck, just pinches his head off. Just. It's fucking- and then
Oh,
yeah, this man's like, no, I can't handle two of them.
Nah, yeah, come on,
As his
bro.
head is flying off.
Come on, what kind of like what? Why y'all teaching these kind of deadly ass lariats in the hidden cloud village, bro? Like,
He's goddamn
what
hilarious.
what class do y'all take? What lariat class y'all taking? Like,
I know.
I want to show up.
God,
Like, God, the fucking lariat he hit with Sasuke, man, blew his chest open. Like,
I know. Jesus.
yeah.
Strong ass lariats.
And then Naruto said, I do want to talk about. I do like Naruto being sad. Do you
Oh yeah.
not? Do you like it?
I I don't think it's out of character. I just don't enjoy it
I
all
think
that
I
much.
think the part that I enjoyed the most because it made him like very human in a way,
Mhm.
especially because I'm just gonna spoil it, especially because he has a panic attack in this arc.
Mm,
He has a literal panic attack, and I was not ready for that. Like,
he does,
I was
dude.
not ready for an anime character to have a literal like a shonen protagonist to just pass out from a panic attack. Like
Yeah.
that shit was very humanizing to me. That's it. That's mostly the reason why I like it. Um,
True.
it sort of made me like it sort of makes him a lot more relatable because I mean he doesn't
Mhm.
he's like very stressed out right now. He doesn't know how to bring peace to the world. He's trying
Yeah.
to save
There's shit's
Sasuke,
going down. The Akatsuki want him. It's like
and then Sakura
there's
shows
a lot
up
of
and it's
shit.
like I love you, and then he's like no you don't stop capping.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the culmination of Sakura in this arc. Is
Yeah,
I love you, Naruto. And he's like, stop fucking lying.
stop
Yup,
lying.
I've
I
been
get
chasing after your ass the whole series, and
yeah
you never
you never
once.
once get
You're
away
always
from me.
simping after Sasuke, bro. That's not you, Sakura. Who the hell is transformation jutsu into this into her?
Yeah, and then she's like, "Come on, bro, stop playing." He's like, "You stop playing for real. This ain't a joke no more." And then she's like, "Fine, I'm sorry." And then she leaves. And then we find out that her plan is that she's gonna kill Sasuke on her own.
Yeah, she plans to. I mean, she brought the team for that. She brought Sai,
Kiba and Rock Lee.
Kiba, and I forget who
It was
else.
Rock Lee.
Oh yeah, it was Lee, wasn't
But hey, not even 5 seconds after she confesses to Naruto, she fucking puts him on to sleep.
it? Yep, she uses some like,
Medical ball,
mm,
a gas
yeah,
ball.
smoke bomb,
Yeah. Puts him on
small
to sleep
asleep.
because he's just like, I can take Sasuke by myself.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Yeah, yeah, Sakura, sure,
Yeah,
sure.
oh yeah, you took out Sasori, right? Yeah, that's great. You weren't even by yourself. You had to have somebody else control your body for that. Like, like I'm sure her
Yeah,
punches could devastate Sasuke if she can hit him.
yeah. If she could hit him,
Yeah, but
but
yeah, but then Naruto gets down bad and he's locked in his inn with Yamato while
mhm.
Sakura's going after him, and then Kakashi goes after Sakura. Um, oh yeah, Kasai's like, oh yeah, here's the truce. She's like, blah blah blah, and then Sai was like, I realized I made a mistake. So that's why I'm telling you, Naruto, the truce. And then Naruto's like, damn, bro, that's crazy. Anyway, Sasuke versus Danzo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, they're all off to go. Everybody's off to go do something to Sakura or to
Mm,
Sasuke.
yeah.
Um, and now we cut to actual what Sasuke's up to. Sasuke versus Danzo. Yep.
Yeah. And then Toby's watching, but it's just Sasuke versus Danzo.
I think Toby went off to go do something else. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember what
He shows up during this though,
he
because he's the one
does,
who
but like
explains
after.
the Izanagi.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He's just watching, isn't he? Never
Yeah,
mind.
he does go to do something, because in the middle of it,
Yeah, in the
maybe I don't
middle of
know.
it.
But anyway, so yeah, he shows up, and then Sasuke's like, "I'm gonna kill you," and then he gets the Susanoo, not full Susanoo. It's still incomplete, but he gets
Mm.
that shit. He gets the arm, and he just Danzo and his
Just
pops this
crushes
man
his ass.
like a grape in his arm. And he's like, "It's done." And then Danzo shows up behind him. Uh,
Oh yeah, Toby kidnaps Danzo's goons.
yeah. Also, one of them fought the Byakugan user.
Oh,
You remember that? Yeah,
I,
because Danzo was like, "Hey, get the Byakugan back."
oh yeah, I do remember
I
that.
think it was somebody in Ino's family because he used the mind transfer jutsu on him and tried to trick the Mizukage. Uh,
Right, right.
yeah, but yeah, I don't even remember how that fight ends. I just know like it kind of ends in a draw, like nobody dies or anything. So
Yeah, I don't know. There's a bunch of like little scraps that go on during that.
mm.
But
But yeah,
Donzo, yeah,
yeah,
Donzo just
gets
doesn't die.
crushed. Yeah, doesn't die.
Uh, he's like,
Kirin doesn't die.
yeah, this man like just keeps living, and it's like, what's going on? And he unwraps his arm, and it's just covered in
And his
Sharingans.
eyes. He forces Sasuke into complete Susanoo. Doesn't die.
Yeah, Donzo's actually putting up a decent fight.
Yeah, and then Toby's like, oh, I get it. He's got Hashirama cells in him, and he's got the Sharingan. When you got both of those two things, you can use a move called the Izanagi, which just rewrites reality in your favor.
Yeah.
What? What?
Yeah, the Forbidden Uchiha technique Izanagi, which its ability is basically just
No, you.
it it yeah actually
But actually, exactly. That's
yeah
just the
it's
ability.
actually
Actually.
uh so like like you could completely destroy somebody, but then like but then if he throws an attack, his attack will land. Like even like it cancels out the bad things that happen to him and only make lets the good things happen.
Right, yeah, it's fucking stupid. And
Yeah,
the drawback is your eye closes forever. Like, you can no longer use your eye
yeah, it's a one
anymore.
use thing and it lasts for about 30 seconds, I think, or
I think
something
it was
like
60
that.
seconds. I think it was a full minute.
I thought it was like 30.
But he has his full left right arm is just Sharingan eyes
It's
that he
just
just
Sharingan. It's like
plucked from the fucking Uchiha clan, I guess.
he's got like 20 of those shits on his arm, dude.
Yeah. And then
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Sasuke ends up beating him by trapping him. He uses a light genjutsu on him because Danzo's like, "Hey, your genjutsu weak as fuck compared to your older brother." And then Sasuke's like, I bet. And he makes it look like one of his eyes is still open, but all of them have
Mm,
closed.
yeah.
And so he thinks
But Donzo thinks he's still got that luck, got that
yeah.
Izanagi on.
And so he's like, alright, this is the last one. And so he stabs Sasuke. Um, but he gets stabbed himself, and then he's like, oh shit. And it turns out Sasuke wins, bruh. Because he tricked your ass.
Yep.
And you took a fucking
Uh,
blow.
yeah. Donzo. I mean, Donzo took Karen
Oh
as a
yeah, the
hostage. Yeah,
hostage.
yeah. And that's when the last eye was like closing, was still open.
Yeah.
Um,
And then he just
Sasuke just
Chidori
stabs through them
extends. I
both.
forgot it's called Lightning Blade extension. Just
Yeah, just threw them both.
threw.
Takes them both out.
Kara was like, Sasuke, no.
It's like, what the fuck, Sasuke?
And then
uh,
Danzo was like, alright, fuck you. And then his Hashirama cells kind of went wild. And then
yeah.
he put a seal on his own body to try and seal anybody. From any like I don't know. It was a seal that activates upon death that just makes his body eat somebody when he dies.
Yeah,
But it
something
didn't
like
work because
that.
Toby showed up and was like, alright, chill.
Yeah, calm down. It also crushed Chisu's eye,
Yeah.
I guess.
Whatever. It's not. It doesn't matter that much.
So they can't use his eye anymore. Um, and then yeah, and then Sasuke's like, yeah, they're like about to leave. Karen's just lying on the ground, almost dead, and Sasuke's like, I don't got no use for you anymore. Well, later,
Later, and then we
and
flash back to the tuning exams.
the tuning exams where we learn that she was in the tuning exams. Um, and then Sasuke like saved her ass somewhere random in the forest. From like a beast or something like that. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, it was like a bear.
Yeah.
And then later, he said later, because that's what he used to do.
Yep.
And then
Later.
Karuna's like, oh man, I wanted to see that Sasuke again.
I want to see that face. Yeah, from back then. One last time. Because I mean, this man looks like an absolute psychopath now.
He does look really, like he just is unhinged in every panel that he's in.
Yeah.
um, yeah, and then that's when Sakura shows up and is like, Sasuke, I love you.
Yeah. I love
Take
you.
me with you.
Yeah. And then he's like, Sasuke's like, all right, if you kill her, I'll take you with me.
I'll believe you. You can come with. And then she's like, all right. And then she's like, I can't do it. And then she tries to stab Sasuke, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, she's like, all right, I'm gonna sneak attack Sasuke and kill his ass while I'm feigning stabbing her, but then Sasuke's literally like about to stab her ass from behind,
Yeah, and
like
then
no remorse.
that's when Kakashi shows up and he's like,
And yeah, Kakashi stops her.
and then he's
Luckily.
like, so this is how the third Hokage felt when he was fighting Orochimaru. And then Sasuke was like, "Hey, you can join him in you can join him in the grave, old man."
Damn.
Put that fake Sharingan away, you fake Uchiha.
Yeah.
And then they don't even get to. They don't even. It looks like they're about to fight. They don't even really get to fight because that's when Naruto shows up.
Yeah. Naruto dips and then just, yeah, just makes another save on Kakashi.
Yeah,
Or I think another on
it
Sakura.
was
I
on
think Sakura's
Sakura.
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um.
And then Naruto's like Sasuke, and they clash. Sharingan, Rasengan again. Um, this is where in the video game they have a full fight. Like it's not a full fight, but it's more of a fight than in the manga.
Yeah, the manga it's like a clash,
A clash.
Rasengan Chidori
And then they
clash.
see into each other's hearts. And I was just like, okay, I know that was the thing that they brought up in the first fight, but in the first fight they scrapped for like 4 chapters before they were able to communicate with each other.
They're
Like,
just that in tune, man.
I guess, but anyway, so Naruto's like, Sasuke, I get your pain. I didn't get it back then, but now I really do. And then Sasuke's like, I don't give a fuck. What do you want? And he's like, I'm gonna bring you back for me. Next time we fight, we die.
It's gonna be a last. Oh yeah, Sasuke's going blind at this point. He's overused his Mangekyo.
Again? Oh, right. Never mind. I was gonna say again. He should have taken his brothers, but uh, uh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Then they dip.
Yeah,
Naruto probably would have clapped
Oh,
his ass
Naruto
at
would
this
have
point.
clapped, bro. Sage mode, easy.
Yeah.
Sage.
But Toby came in and made the save.
Toby was like,
Took
"Alright,
his
we go, we gone."
ass. Yeah.
And then Naruto's cheek got cut by
Oh yeah.
Sakura's kunai. Turns out that shit was poison tipped.
Yep. She was trying to kill Sasuke with poison.
And then I was like, okay, you know what? That makes more sense. I was like, there's no way this bitch would have won in a real fight.
Yeah.
And then she was like, what does Naruto mean by the next time they fight, it's gonna be their last? Anyways, I don't know. But finally, they're over this hump, this weird ass hill they were at. Cause like, I get where Sai and Sakura were coming from, but there's no way Naruto was just doing it for Sakura. Absolutely, like
Yeah. Not at
absolutely,
this point, bro.
not at this point. This man was doing it for him, like for himself too. Like, y'all
Mhm.
just can't come over here and be like, oh yeah, no, he's just taking Sakura's burden. But like, nah, like, come on.
Yeah, no, he doesn't like Sakura that much,
Yeah,
bro.
come on, man. This would have been a good part to be like, oh yeah, Hinata already confessed to him. I was thinking
Yeah.
about that when I was reading Sakura's confession because I was like, man, it would be really funny if Naruto was like, you know who gave me a genuine confession? Hinata. But no,
Hinata.
not brought up.
Nope. Hinata's not even in this part of the story, bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah, man. What happens after this point? I remember very clearly up to this point, but after this, it's kind of.
It sort of goes a little bit all over the place. They find Kabuto's hideout, but they like Anko and them find Kabuto's hideout, but they don't do anything with it. Like they just sort of find it, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, whatever." Yeah, we'll come back to Kabuto in a minute. Kakashi, when they make it back to the video, Kakashi's literally like a sentence away from becoming the 6 Kage. Um,
Yeah.
and then oh shit, Tsunade's awake, so he's like, I dodged a bullet.
Oh. Yeah.
um, Naruto's hanging out at Ichiraku Ramen, and then he gets pulled away by the toads.
Oh yeah. He's just like, all right, time to eat, and then he gets teleported like in front of a dish with like a bunch of bugs and stuff.
Yeah, and then the toads are like, "You're gonna meet an octopus." And
Oh
then
yeah,
that's
they're like
it.
they give him a prophecy. You're gonna meet an octopus, and he's gonna help you. It's like
I don't know what that means, but
I.
um we cut back to Kabuto's hideout and Toby shows up,
Yeah.
and then and Kabuto's like, I can help you in this war. Reanimation. The Itachi are back. I was sure they were dead for not that long.
They were not.
Who was it? It was all of them except for Hidan, right?
All of them. Okay, well,
Not
it is
counting
revealed at this point that Kisame
Oh
is
yeah,
alive.
Kisame's alive inside Sabehara.
Yeah, he just kind of hit himself inside the sword.
No, the reason nobody can tell is because they have the same chakra.
Yeah.
And B is sort of just carrying that shit around everywhere. So.
Yep.
Kisame's getting hella information on the enemy right now.
So he revives everybody that is dead. Except for Hidan, because Hidan isn't dead.
Itachi,
because this man's immortal somehow.
Itachi, Sasori, Deidara,
Kakuzu,
Nagato. Yeah, those 5.
Yeah, those 5.
And then Toby's like, how do I know I can trust you? And he's like, alright, reanimation jutsu. Brings up another coffin.
Another coffin.
The door falls. We don't see who's inside, but Toby goes, how did you get that?
Where did you get that, bro?
Where did you get that, bro? Oh.
It's like, you bitch. You motherfucker.
Alright, so an alliance...
we're alright. Goddamn, what is in that fucking coffin, bro?
Yeah, for real. And then so they're like, and then the Kabuto's like, I pleasure doing business with you. Yeah, and then so yeah, officially the Force War, all the daimyos agreed on the Force War beginning. All the daimyos agreed that the Shinobi Alliance is gonna take place. So all the Kage show up, meet up with each other, and they're like, alright, we gotta keep Killer Bee and Naruto away from the war.
Yep, because obviously that's the only 2 they need to resurrect the 10 tails at this point.
And so Rakagi's like, bet I got an island. We can just send them there. Tell Naruto he's on like, what did they tell Naruto? He was on
he's on a
nature report mission, like a fucking
a research or I can't remember the word for it. It's a I don't know. What is it?
I don't know. It's I feel like it's such a simple word, and we're just missing it.
Survey. It's on a survey mission.
Yeah.
So they send Listen B in.
I thought they were gonna be more subtle about the whole octopus thing, but he literally meets a squid, and then he's like, "Is that an octopus?" And Yamato's like, "No, you dumbass! What the fuck?"
That's 10 things, and Naruto starts counting them all. He's like, that is a squid.
And he's like, you can't tell just by looking. You don't even need to count the legs.
And then
B
shows up.
Squid. Yeah.
In 8-tail mode, and he's like, Naruto's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an octopus.
That's it. And then he's like, oh, okay, you're a Jinchuriki. It makes sense now.
I see.
Help me out. And B's like, no. No, stop it with the knows.
I know, Naruto says like after every like sentence. Kind of funny.
Like
Naruto,
Naruto, it's funny because he didn't say it that often in the manga. I feel he hasn't been saying it. Like he has.
Oh no, he says it a lot. You just I'm guessing you just tune it out. Yeah.
I guess I just consciously tune it out. It's definitely more. I guess I just hear it more in the anime because it's just like, especially because I watched the dub, and he's like, you know,
Yeah.
believe it.
You know, he says a lot.
He does say a lot. um, and then B's like, I'm not gonna teach you shit, and then Naruto's like, harem jutsu, and B's like, no.
Yeah, no, he's the whole ass harem jutsu on this man, and B just slams the door on his face.
Stone face. Nah.
No.
100%, bro. It's because of them Cloud Ninja. They're all baddies, man. I'm just saying.
True.
He can fool anybody. He does not need the harem technique.
Can't even compare to the harem jutsu. To the harem jutsu can't even compare to the Cloud.
The Cloud Girls, bro.
Yeah, the Cloud Village baddies,
God. Why does he draw him like that? Anyway. Anyways, Naruto meets Motoi. And Motoi's like, yeah, I'm Killer Bee's best friend. Go sit at this waterfall real quick and just like talk to yourself.
Yeah, go fight your evil version.
Dark Naruto.
You fight your inner evil self,
Yeah.
And they literally call him Dark Naruto. There's the chapter title is pretty sure is just Dark Naruto.
Yeah, I think it is just Dark Naruto.
This part's kind of dumb.
Yeah. Do you think this part's dumb?
I think this part's kind of dumb. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought it was. I think it's better in the anime. I didn't think it was that good in the manga, to be real with you.
I mean, it's just like the classic.
Fight your inner self. I get what they were
fight your
going
inner
for.
evil self.
But
it's like, what is special about this waterfall that lets you do that?
I don't know, but it makes for Naruto. I liked the inner evil that was in Naruto because it made sense. His inner hatred for the village that he still holds.
Yeah.
Because they fucking they deserve it.
They were kind of assholes, dude.
But he fights him for a little bit, and he's like, "Damn, he's got the same moves I do."
Yeah, Naruto can't beat his ass with force.
And then he's like, "Oh, I just gotta learn how to accept him." It is extremely cliche.
Yeah, the fight is really cliche. I like the morals behind it, like Naruto's inner conflict, but it's just do you really have to
this is canonical, bro. Come on, like canonical with part 1, man. Inner Sakura. This is just bring Sakura to this waterfall. Inner Sakura shows up.
Yo. Oh my god.
That shit would be really funny.
That'd be really funny. Yeah, I like the conflict, but do you really have to make it an actual thing for Naruto to fight? For Naruto to, I don't know. It's kind of cheesy.
Yeah, and then he hugs him, and then the other one's like, "But what am I supposed to do?" And then he's like, "You're supposed to stay with me, bro.
Just be me, bro.
Just be me. You are me, man." And then he's like, "Damn," and then he disappears.
Yeah.
And then B's like, I can train you now." And Motoi's like, "Man, I tried to kill B." I kind of skipped over that part, but Motoi tried to kill B, and he was kind of sad about it afterwards.
Yeah.
It's alright. Fucking Motoi, anyways.
He shows up for here and then nowhere else.
Yeah. And then B's like, yo, I'm gonna teach you how to control the You're not even trying to rhyme. I can't. Not like B either, bro.
It's me, the Tails Jinchuriki. Yeah, no, I can't either. And yeah, so there's some B's like, all right, I trust you now. You're good. You're a homie now.
And Naruto's like, "Thanks, B." And then he's, and then he starts rapping too, and Yamato's like, "I get you all are similar, but please don't."
Please stop.
And then B's like, "All right, I'm gonna teach you how to control your Jinchuriki. Let's go in this cave. Check it out. Put your head in this thing. If you ain't good, it'll chop your head off."
Yeah, if you can't find the switch within 2 seconds, the thing the opening will chop your head off. It'll close.
and then Naruto's like, "Sheesh," and then he gets his head chopped off, and Yamato's like, "No, Naruto." And then
Yeah,
Naruto's
I'm just
like,
like, oh, God, what's going on?
and then Naruto's like, just kidding.
Just kidding with
Just
you.
kidding. It was just a normal switch, nothing happened. And then B was like, I did the same thing my first time. I was just joshing. This shit actually doesn't do anything. It just
Yeah,
opens the door.
there's actually just a switch back there.
Yeah. And then
That's
Yamato's
funny.
like, I thought you said this place was sacred. That's the best part of this whole arc. Not gonna okay.
Honestly. Then they go to this room that has like a bunch of art of like the Jinchuriki.
Kind of sick.
Yeah, it looks really cool. Very style. It's kind of like Aztec-y.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool. It's
Yeah,
pretty
see.
cool art.
And then B's like, alright, you gonna fight the Ninetales.
Yep.
You're gonna siphon his chakra. Don't let his will take you over, or else it's over. And if that happens, we seal this room off, and we're all stuck in here forever. Let's go.
Yeah.
Alright, and Yamato's like, oh, yeah, okay. That's the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
Yamato is so against most of this, to be real.
Yeah, because I mean, like,
There's a lot of risk involved.
yeah, for sure. He's yeah. It makes sense. It's the Ninetales, the one that destroyed Konoha.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I get it. And Naruto starts off okay against it. He starts fighting it. B helps him out a little bit.
Yeah, they're teaching him to just rob Ninetales of his chakra.
Yeah, just straight.
Like they're just like
man.
you gotta get in a tug of war match with this man and just pull a section of his chakra, and then you'll be able to use that shit forever.
Yeah.
After you get it from him. But he's gonna fight back.
Yeah.
And he might resurrect fully if he overpowers you.
Yeah. That's why they seal the room off forever.
Yeah.
Dark Naruto starts coming out, and it looks like he's about to lose. And then who shows up? But the Red Hot Chili Pepper of Konoha.
The Red Hot Habanero.
Oh yeah.
Because they can't Red Hot Chili Pepper.
I guess you're right about that. Kushina Uzumaki shows up, and she's like, "Sheesh, I'm here to help you."
Your father sealed me, or put me in the seal, to help you when you tried
taming.
to. It's like, man, this man I feel like had a lot of time setting up this seal. Like.
His desk was like, yeah, same. When his mom had a whole speech to Naruto, and he was like, yeah, me too.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like he was kind of focused on setting up the seal.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that because he really goes, same, same Naruto. See ya.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kushina shows up and she's like, I love you. And Naruto's like, damn, my mom.
It's my
Damn,
mom.
that's my mom for real.
He could tell like instantly rather than when Minato showed up.
Well, yeah, she also goes, all the time as well, so.
Oh yeah, she does say a lot, doesn't she?
Which is, okay, I get it, but that's not how, like, that's not how genetics work. You don't pick up your parents' vocal cues if you've never met them before. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If he was raised by her, I would understand but like,
it's for sentimentality.
Yeah, it's for the mangies.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. She's cute though.
I like her. No, I really do like it. This is, I'm saying a lot of shit, but this is my favorite moment in all of Naruto when he meets her. So, I really like. The manga didn't have as many scenes of their flashback, which we'll just get into it right now, as the anime did. But I like the filler scenes in the anime. Is what I'm saying at this part, which is I think why it's pushed up a little higher than me than it is in the manga right now.
Oh, I see.
But we'll just get into it. Yeah. So she starts talking.
Oh,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah.
I
What's up?
forgot that when she first shows up, she's like, he's like, "Who the hell are you?" And then Naruto's like, and she's like, "Take a guess."
Take a guess.
He's like, "You're the Nine Tails' true form."
Yeah. I
And then
did
she
forget about
beats
that.
him over the head, and he's like, "You're wrong, you know." And then he's like, "You know?"
Yeah,
I
I
s-
did
and then
remember that.
that's how that happens.
Oh my god.
And then he realizes. I forgot about that. I'm reading I pulled up the chapters for this one.
Alright. Yeah, bet. Yeah.
But yeah. Then they start absolutely bodying the Ninetales.
Yeah, and then she sort of puts him in a CO, and he's like, "Oh, I still want to talk to you, so let's just chain him up for right now, and we can get back to that later.
True.
I don't want to cut this too short." Um, and then she talks about, Naruto's like, "Oh, how did you two first meet?" And she's like, "Oh, I was part of the Uzumaki clan, the biggest clan in the fucking village. I forget what the village was called."
Uh, 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 uh,
Ah, ah,
where
ah.
is it?
It's not on the site, bro. Whatever. It's a village next to the village of Konoha, and they were allied. Um, I'll just keep talking about it. And then she moves to Konoha, joins the school. She meets Minato in the ninja academy, and he's like, "I'm gonna be Hokage, and I'm gonna protect everyone." Um, and then she's like, "Damn, what a dumbass." uh, but then she gets what? She gets kidnapped, like the day after.
Yeah.
And nobody found her, but she was cutting her red hair off, sort of leaving
Yeah.
breadcrumbs so that people can find her. But
Minato was the only one that saw it.
Minato's there, and he bodied the two adults that were with her, because he just built like that even as a child, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, man was
He was still fast as
the
fuck.
Hokage.
He saved her ass and then jumped on a tree.
True. Man was the youngest Hokage, I think.
Yeah, I think he is the youngest. I think he was the youngest Hokage. We didn't
The
even talk
Land of
about. We
Eddies
didn't
is
even
what it
talk
was
about
called.
how Sarutobi became Hokage. Because Danzo had that flashback earlier. I completely forgot about that until just right now.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah, the second Hokage was just like, "Yeah, you're the third now." That's the end of the story. That's basically what happened.
Yeah, it's like if I die out there, I'm gonna be a distraction. If I die, you're Hokage.
That's just what happened. Um,
Yep. Um.
yeah, but Minato saves Kushida, and she's like, "That's how I knew.
Yeah.
I loved his ass."
So, she's from the land of the Eddies, apparently.
Oh,
So like an
okay.
island nation, kind of right next to
Yeah.
Konoha. The uh Uzushi Hogakure.
Yeah. Oh,
Which
yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know what that means. Whatever. Apparently the Senju clan and the Uzumaki clan are distant relatives.
Yeah, whatever, dude. This is just more Naruto being a part of the Senju
Yeah, more
clan.
Naruto being chosen, the
We
chosen one.
we also find there's a few other characters that are Uzumaki. Um, you know one of them. You don't know the other one.
Nope.
You could probably guess, but we'll talk about it later when we talk about the second Uzumaki that shows up in this arc.
Tight.
Um, so yeah, so she's like, all right, if you're gonna know shit, you need to know the truth about 16 years ago. During the Hokage fight.
Yep.
And this is where I was talking about like filler shit. There's a lot of filler of them of uh of Minato and Kushina just like being together,
Vibing.
just vibing. Her like being prepared to give birth to Naruto, and then like him being like, "Damn, I'm gonna be a dad." Um, so it's just I don't know. It's just nice. It's just wholesome, and I liked it when I was
Yeah.
watching it. I'm
I
sure
get
there's
that.
people
I get
that
that.
dislike it because it does go on for a while. I'm not gonna hold you.
Drags it out.
Yeah, it does kind of drag it out for a while. Not gonna lie. Um, but yeah, basically what had happened was okay. So Kushina was planned to be the Chinchuriki from basically when she was a child, um, and so she
Yeah,
was the
because they're
previous
like,
Lantails one. Yeah.
yeah, the wife of the first Okage was also a Ninetales Jinchuriki host. She was also from the Uzumaki clan, whatever.
Yeah, the first
So
Hokage's
they're like,
wife.
yeah, the first Hokage's wife. So they're like, all right, we gotta carry on the legacy because the Uzumakis have really strong sealing jutsu.
Yeah, and then
So
but
they can really hold
they could
in
yeah
the
they have good seals on the Jinchuriki. This also is kind of brought up by it's kind of foreshadowed by Killer Bee being like, "Oh, you have the tetragram seal on you. That's way better than just my fucking like my weak ass seal that keeps letting that shit slip out." Um,
true.
um, yeah, and then so they're like, "Yeah," but when she's giving birth to Naruto, we find out that the one day that a Jinchuriki seal gets weakened is when it's
Childbirth.
childbirth, and I'm like, y'all chose a girl when y'all knew, and then you guys let her have her child. Like, respect that they let her have her child, but like also, come on, like, bro.
Yeah. During the approximately 10 months between when a female Jinchuriki gets pregnant and gives birth, the Biju seal weakens proportionally as the energy that is normally used for the seal is diverted to grow to the growing baby. Stumbled on my words there, but
Yeah,
uh,
come on,
so
bro.
why put it in a girl, and
Mm-hmm.
also let the girl
Have a
have
child.
babies?
Yeah, like
Because I mean that seems like a big risk. I'm
yeah,
not gonna
that
lie.
seems like the biggest risk of all time, and it is what led to the fucking destruction of Konoha. Like,
Like, like that's not being sexist. Like, oh, why should a girl be a Jinchuriki host?
like
No, that's just literally
no,
just a big
before this,
ass
like,
risk, bro.
I really did not care. Like, it didn't matter. It do not matter. But like, that's just unnecessary risk. That's just unnecessary. Like, if
Like,
you can help it, because they planned it. If you can help it, you should put it in a guy. Probably.
yeah, like you guys probably have tons of like guy Uzumaki's perfectly like
Yeah.
willing to be a Jinchuriki host.
One of them may be have special eyes, but and I know. Don't we don't gotta worry about that.
I don't think he was in the roster. All right.
I don't think he was. I'm pretty sure he was just a nobody in that town. But
I don't think he was even born at that point, man. But
he was very little if he was. um, but yeah, no, 100%. Like, and so yeah, but anyway, so of course, we already know the truth about 16 years ago. The Night Tales
Mhm.
comes out.
Yeah, I mean, we first learned that we first see Sasuke as a baby. Um,
Oh, he's cute as fuck.
Honestly, he's kind of cute as fuck.
I screenshotted the panel of Itachi holding him because I was like, oh man, Itachi's a good big brother, bro.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
cute. It's a good ass panel.
Um,
And then they cut to having Kushina trying to give birth, and then Toby shows up.
she does give birth, and then Toby steals the baby, and then
Toby
Minato's
does
like,
steal the baby.
bruh, you really gonna steal a baby in my presence, and steals that shit back.
Yeah, and he just blitzes his ass back.
And then he's like, hey, whatever, I'm just here for the Night House, and he releases that shit, and then
Yep.
Minato's like, damn, that's crazy.
Damn.
He extracts it. Yeah, he like forcibly extracts that shit. So Kushina should be dead, but she doesn't die.
She's like dying.
Yeah, and then so Minato like puts her and Naruto together, and then he goes to find Toby again, and then he has a fight against Toby. Where so far in the series, Minato is the first person in history to land a hit on Toby.
True. Because Toby just got that weird intangibility shit. But within a second, this man figured out his ability, or his like condition of like he has like when he's attacking, he has to become solid.
And then the moment like he touches him, he just teleports behind him, and then Rasengan
into the ground,
into
just
the
takes this man out.
yeah, and then and then Kushina like sort of chains down the Nine Tails after Sarutobi was holding him back a bit.
Hmm.
Um, and then so Minato shows up, and then and Toby's like, "Damn, Kushina, he's still alive. You really are built different. That's crazy."
Yeah. And this is also when the whole Ninetales attacked the village and all that shit
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
down.
yeah. We got to see Riko's parents die during the flashback.
We did.
Yeah, caught back to the first
Um,
chapter.
yeah, we got to see the third Hokage show up and fucking
Yeah,
body try to body the Ninetales.
he was doing all right. You know, he was doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
You actually get to fight as him in the game. That's just how. You just start beating the Nine Tails with your big stick.
Yo.
Just kind of funny. uh, and then and then Minato's like, I got this. I'm gonna use my Reaper seal to seal half of his chakra away forever, and then seal
Yep.
the other half inside of Naruto.
Yeah, I'm gonna use this jutsu that kills you that I developed somehow.
It's probably through his interactions with the Uzumaki clan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's yeah, and then he's like, I bet, and then and then he's about to get stabbed by the Nine Tails, and Kushina jumps in front of him, and they both get stabbed through the fucking chest by the Nine Tails finger, and then right under like it's like frames like inches away from Naruto's neck,
Yeah.
and then they're like, oh man, the dying words, bruh, of the family. I mean, this part's really sad actually. Like.
Yeah, this part is really damn sad, honestly.
It's them both like they're bleeding from their mouths. They got a hole in their chest. Minato's like the Reaper's out here pulling his soul out of his body at the same time.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "All right, time for your last word. Go ahead and say your last words, Kushina." And then she's like, "Wait, let me see. I got her last words screenshotted, so I got this." She says, "Don't be a picky eater. He eats just ramen. So, yeah."
This man basically consists of ramen.
Eat a lot and grow well. Make sure to bathe every day, stay warm, and don't stay up late. Get plenty of sleep. Plus, make friends. You don't need tons, okay? Just a few that you can really trust. I guess this kind of came true, but not for a long time.
Yeah.
And your mom was bad at studying, so be sure you're good at that. All right, she just cursed him. Uh, at the academy, respect your teachers. All right, again with the cursing. Like
Yep.
everything she's saying, he's about to do the opposite. And then and then she talks about the three prohibitions, which is what Jiraiya's like.
Oh yeah, she's like, stay away from Jiraiya. I'm pretty
You
sure
know
she
what?
literally says.
It's funny because he's like among the three prohibitions, he actually follows them pretty well because he does save up money,
Yeah.
quite consistently, and then he doesn't do anything with women and he doesn't drink either. So, but stay away from Jiraiya.
Yes,
And then yeah, that's when Kushina's like, "Alright, what are you gonna say, Minato?" And he's like, "Yeah, me too." She says she goes on this whole speech, and Minato's like, "I love you too."
I love you too.
And then
I mean, to be fair, Minato gave himself less time so that Kushina could have more time.
yeah. But he succeeds in sealing away the Nine Tails, half of it inside Naruto, as well as putting Kushina in his souls inside the seal as well, so that they can meet up with him in the future.
Yeah.
That's basically the end of the backstory, and then the third Hokage sort of takes him in.
Yeah.
And then she's like, flash forward, she's like, "I'm sorry that I, basically put the Nine Tails inside of you." And he's like, "Nah, I'm happy I got to meet you guys. I'm glad I was your guys' kid." And then she disappears.
Yeah.
And then she was sad.
Yeah. That was quite sad.
It was pretty sad.
But Naruto is like, I I'm gonna be the greatest shinobi. I don't know. I'm gonna become even greater than Dad was,
Yeah.
and then both my parents. I'm like,
Yeah,
you know,
and then he
it's kind of
collapsed
hype.
the Nine Tails, uses an orb which the Nine Tails goes. Huh. Why does he have that?
Huh?
Foreshadowing.
He does?
Yeah.
I must have skipped over that.
um, Foreshadowing, and then he's like, "I'm gonna talk to you later," and then he wakes up in the cave and is like, "All right, guys, I did it.
I did it.
I succeeded." And they're like, "I bet." And then Kisami's like, Kisami comes out the sword and he's like, "All right, I'm about to dip. Let's go."
So,
He comes out the sword. Oh right, no, because Naruto feels his chakra in the cave, right, when because he goes into his Nine Tails cloak, and then he's like,
mm-hmm.
"Hey, you got some things in that sword, bruh." And then that's when Kisami's
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit," and he tries to run
Oh shit,
away.
I've been figured out.
And then he gets out of there, and Naruto fucking Minato blitzes him, but he can't control his own speed, and he gets his foot stuck in the wall.
So,
And then that's when Mike Guy shows up on the island for no reason. Like, literally, he just like, "What's up, guys?" Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, what was he doing there, bro?
oh wait, what?
My guy shows up.
Oh well, guy was just on the trip with him. He was watching over Naruto and B.
Yeah, and then
Uh,
and then
but he was sitting outside the
yeah,
waterfall. He was doing the waterfall challenge, bro.
Motoi was like, "Hey, I bet you can't take your, I bet you can't take your inner self." And the guy was like, "Come on, man, I'm more built different than you gotta know." And then his inner self was like, "You old fuck, you think use is everything." And he's like, "I'm not gonna take that shit standing up." And Kisame walks out the waterfall. He's like, "Damn, I'm ugly," and he elbows himself.
Damn, my inner self's ugly. That's fucking Kisame.
And then Motoi and one of the leaf ninjas there too. He's like, they're like, "Hey, bro, that wasn't your inner self, bro."
Yeah, that was not your inner self, bro.
And he's like, "Oh, that's crazy." And then he's like, Kisame's like, "Why do I keep running into you?" And guy's like, "Who are you again?"
Yeah, who's this guy?
And then the other ones are like, "Don't let him get away. He's got information on literally all of us." Um,
Yeah, like literally he's been spying on us for the last like week.
and then he's like, and then guy's like, "All right, bet seven's gate open
Seventh gate of
underwater
pain or
in
something like that.
seventh gate of shock.
Shock, that's what it is.
Seventh gate of shock open." And he opens that shit underwater. An aura, a blue aura, just starts permeating around him. And Kisami's like, "Damn, that's crazy. But the more chakra you have, the more I'm gonna be able to eat." And then they hit each other with their two big attacks, Shark Bomb and the Hiradora.
Hiradora.
Hiradora. And then Kisami's like, "Wait, why can't I absorb it?"
Yeah, why can't I absorb that man's chakra? There's so much of it all around him.
And then he gets body and he's like, "That wasn't my chakra. That was just sweat."
Yeah, the Hiradora is a taijutsu, not even a.
Yeah, it's
not
just
even
it's
a
just air pressure.
ninjutsu. Just straight air pressure, and that beat this man's fucking like
And he's
jutsu.
like,
Like Jesus.
no, and he's just like, "Yeah, that aura around me was just my sweat burning."
Yeah, those who open the 7th gate perspire blue sweat. It's like goddamn.
God damn, and then Kisama's like, "Damn." Yeah, I do like this little back. We get a little bit of backstory of Kisama. He worked for the Mist,
Right.
and he just killed whoever the Mist told him to kill, and he killed his comrades in order to keep them from talking. Because the best way to not talk is just to not be alive, I guess.
Yeah.
And then the third Mizukage, which at this point isn't alive anymore, is like, "Here, take the Samehada," and it's actually Toby, and he's like, "Join the Akatsuki," and he's like, "I bet." And then he meets Itachi, and it's so weird. Their friendship is so weird.
Yeah, they're kind of friends, but they're just really kind of like
I
they
kind of
just
like it
tolerate
though.
each other. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I kind of like it because he's like, "Hey, we both killed our clans." So we homies, and Itachi's like, "I guess." And then he's like, you know what? The best way to not talk is to just die. So he makes his sharks eat him.
Eat him while one escapes to give the information.
Yeah. Yeah, and then that works.
Yeah, no, that's honestly kind of cool. Kind of fucking what a like when he first died to
Be in the
be
right
in the
Kage.
right Kage.
Oh yeah, he
I
survived
was
because
like,
Zetsu switched places with him. We
oh
didn't
yeah,
bring
yeah,
that
we
up.
didn't talk
Yeah,
about
we did. Yeah,
that.
he survived because Zetsu switched places with him.
Yeah, it wasn't.
It
He hid
wasn't even
inside
real
this.
Zetsu. It was a Zetsu clone.
Yeah, it's just like, damn, what a Zetsu.
Yeah.
Um, but so when he first died like that, I'm like, damn, he kind of went out like a bitch.
Yeah, he kind of did.
um, and then this death, like this is his actual death. Like I'm like, damn, that was a
That
cool
that
ass
was
death.
cool as fuck, right? Yeah, that shit was hype. I was like, I know he fights Guy again. Actually, when he died against B and Raikage, I was like, wait, I know he fights Guy again. And I forgot that he comes back. I did forget. Um,
Yeah,
yeah, no, it
just
was really cool.
God, just a ball of blood.
Yeah,
Oh,
just a ball
and
of
then
blood.
Samehada starts crying. I forgot about that.
Yeah, and doesn't Deidara show up too to get like the information or something?
Uh, after the information
Oh right,
gets
right.
out,
Oh right,
but
right, right.
that's like past
You're right.
where
No, I mean we will talk about it for a quick sec, but I mean we can just
no,
talk
I
about.
don't think we will.
I mean it happens before the end of what we're gonna talk about though. So
Does it?
yeah,
Oh, huh?
hold on. Let me see what chapter
No,
that
it
shit happens
doesn't.
in.
Does it?
Yeah, it
No,
does because we didn't read ahead. When does it?
no, no. We're stopping at Conan, right?
I mean, I guess, but doesn't it happen like right after that? I think it happens at the
No,
same
it
time.
doesn't. Conan stuff happens right after this.
Yeah, I know it does. Hold on. Wait. Right. Yeah, it happens literally like, right after the Conan stuff.
Yeah, but where are we stopping
We're
though?
stopping at the where the war begins.
Oh yeah, no, never mind. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay,
I don't know. Yeah, you're tripping.
my bad, my
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. Anyway,
I'm
so
fucking
yeah, all
tripping.
right. So Toby goes to the hidden rain village.
Yeah, he's trying to get his Rinnegan
His
back. His, he
parenthesis on
says.
the. So yeah, he's fighting Conan, and Conan's like, he's like, I gave Nagato the Renegon, and then I was like, Cap,
Yeah, that's Cap.
there's no way,
No.
dude. I don't believe him. I guess but this okay.
I
This
mean, like,
this
where did he get the
did he
Rinnegan
get
though?
them from the the six past sage? Was Madara alive when the six past sage was alive?
No,
No, there's no way, right? I don't know.
I don't know.
Time is so weird. Time is so weird in this world. I wish
Yeah, I
there
don't
was more
know.
actual dates. There's no year. There's no year system. It would make things
No,
immensely easier to understand.
I know. But no, he's like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. No. He's like he's come to collect his Rinnegan though. He says he's like I gave it to him in the first place, so I'm just taking it back, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, Conan's like, I will protect him. I will protect him forever. And we get a little bit. We get another flashback with Conan, where we see that she fell in love with Yahiko. Um, she fell in love with Yahiko, and then they smashed. They smashed with Nagato standing outside the door.
uh,
Also, why did
yeah.
Jiraiya put them in those frog suits? That part was weird. But yeah. Okay, so she hits him with a. She splits the ground open. The whole fight culminates. So her splitting the ground open, 1,000 paper bombs. And she's like, I know your I say Kamui. I don't even. That's just because it is kind of like the Kamui. I actually don't even know what it's called. Uh,
Um,
I know your thing, your permeation thing only lasts for 10 seconds at a time, or whatever. Your
mm-hmm.
ability to phase. I figured that out. And so here you are. There's no way this explosion will last more than that. And he's like, damn. And then he shows up behind her after the
Yeah.
explosion. And then he's like, damn, I really had to sacrifice my left eye for that shit. And I was like, this man really used the Izanagi.
really use that shit.
Kishimoto really introduced that shit during the Danzo fight, so fucking
Just so fucking Toby can use
Toby could
this shit to
survive. Cody, he wins by plot. All these Uchiha just winning through plot, bro.
I know, bro.
And then Conan dies, and he succeeds in taking Nagato's eyes.
Yeah, Conan. I mean, she trapped this pit in a man full of explosions
And it's,
that
yeah,
lasted for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, the Izanagi's on some shit, bro. For real, for real.
I know. And then she just fucking dies. I forget how. I think she just spent herself, right?
Nah, he also just stabs her. I think for like. Wait, I'll look at it. I think he just stabs her.
She had 600 billion explosive tags.
Oh, she just chokes. He just chokes her out.
Oh.
Yeah. Like
That's
I think he just crushes her neck. Yeah.
Damn.
Cause she makes like a rainbow, and then he's like, "Nah, no rainbows for you."
Damn.
And then she dies. Yeah. Rip. She should have won. Easy,
Yeah,
she should
and
have
there's
won.
this nice picture of the three of them, kind of side by side.
Dead. And she.
Oh, she does stab her. Um.
Huh. Ooh.
I don't know.
Are you ready? Anyways.
And I think she blows herself up or something like that. I don't
No,
remember.
no, because they're all laying next to each other. So.
Oh,
Oh, no, they're not laying. She's just in the water.
She's gonna die.
Yeah, she just floats in the water. Yeah, I'm telling you, she got her neck crushed. I saw the panel.
Damn.
Uh,
Unfortunate.
and then, yeah, he teleports, steals this man's eyes, then leaves.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, that's when he's like, alright, Deidara, go to the island and go collect the Nine Tails. And then Anoki shows up and stops him. It's a little here, you know.
Yeah.
Anoki shows up to the island because he learns about the information leak. They share it with the Kages, and then so Anoki's like, all right, I'll go. Turns out the island is actually a turtle.
It's just a dinosaur turtle.
It's kind of a vibe.
He can fly. Can't he fly?
No, he just moves all around. He can flip over.
True. And drown everybody.
Yeah. And yeah, and then so Deidara shows up with Kabuto, and they're like, "Oh shit!" But Deidara, like, there's a time limit on reanimation, I think.
What?
On reanimation, because
What?
Deidara's there, and then he's like, "Oh shit, I'm out of time," and then the coffin comes back up and slams the door shut on him.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, but I don't think there's a time limit.
Yeah. Kabuto might have just.
I think Kabuto like summoned him back or something like that.
I don't know what Kabuto grabbed. I don't remember. I don't know what this fight like. I don't know if this fight's like really that important or not.
Oh yeah, Deidara was all happy that he
Oh,
killed Sasuke too.
you know,
Forgot about
I
that.
remember they grabbed Yamato.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah,
grabbed Yamato.
Kabuto grabbed Yamato, and it was like, "Alright, Deidara, let's go." And he shuts the door on him. He shuts the coffin on him.
Yeah.
Reverse summons him. And then Toby dripping in the new mask, and he's got the Rinnegan in his left eye now.
True. I'm not sure I like it. Better than the old one.
Yeah, I kind of like the old one better. Not gonna hold you.
It's just the fact that it covers his hair. I feel like it's just weird looking.
Yeah. Oh, and then speaking of Sasuke, yeah, he got Itachi's eyes now. So and then sort of the final chapter that we're gonna cover is just a lot of politics. Really, they start talking about how the war's gonna play out. Naruto's training with the Nine Tails playing Jenga out here.
Yeah.
Toby and Kabuto fight, and they seal Yamato in like this amber that sucks his Hashirama, like keeps his Hashirama cells under control.
Something like that.
And with that they make it an army of 1,000 Zetsus. a lot of fucking Zetsus.
Yeah, 100,000 Zetsus?
Something like that. And then Kabuto reanimates former Akasi members, then former Jinchuriki, in addition, previous Kogage holders, and finally, a collection of other exceptional shinobi, which include Asuma. So I don't know how exceptional the shinobi really are, but
yeah, it's an interesting lineup. Yeah, the former Katsuki members, Jinchuriki,
other exceptional
a
shinobi.
lot of old Kage. Um,
Zabuza, Haku, Kimimaro, Granny.
yeah, he revives the Neji's dad.
What a decision! Like,
Yeah, yeah, Neji's dad with the Byakugan. Dan, Tsunade's lover.
who died in a regular war battle. It wasn't even like an important fight.
Yeah, Asuma. Hanzo, the dude who named Jiraiya, he named the Sunny
Oh,
the
right. He
Sunny,
saves them.
so
Right?
that would make
Yeah,
sense.
that one does make sense. Granny's
Uh,
Granny's
yeah,
Chiyu,
Granny
whatever her name was,
Chio,
Chio. That makes sense. I mean, like she's the best.
she is damn strong.
She's like the best fucking puppet user other than Sasori, but I would put her
Mm-hmm.
above Sasori as a puppet user. So
Kimimaro, who, I mean, that kind of makes sense. Kimimaro is fucking
yeah, he's
busted.
built, and now that he doesn't have cancer,
Oh, true.
Haku,
Zabuza, Haku, of course, those
and
two, and
then
then
some random
a
guy
bunch
I
of
feel
randos.
like I've never seen before, but he's in the panel with them, so he's got to be important.
Yep, exceptional shinobi, whatever. So yeah, he knows. He knows.
And yeah, and then Toby goes, "Let's go." The war begins.
Yep,
And that's where
and
we
that's
start.
where we're leaving.
Yeah, that's where we're leaving. The Shinobi Alliance is fully formed now too. Just bring that up.
Oh yeah,
And there's five main units with Raikage's in command, but
Goes leading
Gar's
the
leading
army.
he's the commander of the like the troops. Raikage's calling the shots, but Gar's like leading the troops himself.
Yeah.
Um, yep. Oh yeah, and the samurais are joining in. You all know what it is.
Yeah, let's go.
A lot of politics, a lot of shit. We're starting next time. The Great Force, the
The
Force Great
fourth
Ninja
great
War.
ninja. Kinda hype.
Kind of
Kinda
hype.
hype.
The longest arc in Naruto.
Yeah, how long is this shit?
Like 120 chapters or something.
Damn.
Yeah. um, a lot happened. I don't know. What you think of this? Or what you think of the Kage Summit and then Naruto's training essentially?
It was a lot. A lot more than I remember. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of shit happened. Um,
Yeah.
pretty good though. Pretty good. Got to learn about the other Kages. We haven't seen them like ever. So got a lot more like the cast just expanded by a lot. Um, you know,
I mean, yeah,
than the Kage Summit.
we're getting the Akatsuki just hiding. We're already getting them back.
Yeah, I know. It's quick.
Reanimation really just opens the door.
Reanimation is busted, dude. Like, if these guys are all like full power, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of tough out here, bruh.
Yeah, it seemed Deidara was back at full power, so I don't know, man. It's just kind of busted.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we saw it before Deidara, it was the two first Hokages,
Yeah.
the first two Hokages, and I mean, they were kind of busted back then, but they really didn't get much to do. So.
Mm-mm. No. It's just this is. I feel like this shit's about to pop off. I feel like a lot of people are about to die though. Um, we'll see.
We'll see. Yeah. No, I'm excited. We're almost done. So I don't know. I don't know.
We're entering what the second to last Naruto arc.
Technically, yes. Technically, no, actually, but I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
uh, but we're gonna cover the last two arcs in one video because it's like the same. It's just run out after the end arc. So.
Okay.
But the first war, it might end up being a one video. It might end up being two videos because of.
It's a lot, ain't it?
It is. It is the most we have to read since the tuning exams in one sitting. So.
Damn. Okay.
Yep.
Alright. Well, I think that just about covers it.
Yeah.
Everything that
A lot happened.
Yeah, a lot happened. My brain's kind of fried at this point. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's
So
kind
much
of a
more than
lot.
I thought about than I thought.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad I had a little bit of foreknowledge going into it. To be honest, the fourth grade Ninja War is gonna fail me. I don't remember shit that happens in it.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, I think that'll be it. Yeah, we'll see y'all next time on Two Boys Like Naruto's, the fourth grade war edition.
Fourth grade Ninja War edition.
The fourth two boys join the Force War and get folded. All right, believe it.
See you, boys.